A much-loved Bristol actor visited a mental health football project yesterday. Joe Sims, star of Broadchurch and Free Rein, took part in the groundbreaking scheme at Shaftesbury Park in Frenchay. The project is headed up by Avon and Wiltshire Mental Health Partnership, a WP, and Bristol Rovers Community Trust. But this didn't stop huge City fan Joe coming along, proving that mental health has no colors. The full team at a mental health football session with special appearance from Joe Sims, back center, image, Dan Regan, Bristol Live. It was after an article in Bristol Live that WP were alerted to Joe's interest in mental health. The actor opened up about some of his own experiences struggling with mental health in his own career. Mental health worker, Jacob Kelly, who set up the sessions, said, "Joe has previously spoken openly about his own experience with mental health, and it's amazing to have him come and visit us today. Our Recovery Through Sport program is designed to help people that feel isolated and alone, due to the stigma attached to having mental health issues. The football gives them a chance to become more confident, develop friendships and begin to take back control of their lives," he added. Bristol actor opens up about coping with mental health issues. Joe arrived in his boots and Bristol City top proudly worn, and took part in the football session. He was clearly having fun, despite the rain. He said, "This was lush. Loved it. We had supporters of both clubs, all having a laugh together. Stuff like this is one of the real positive parts of football. I didn't hear one negative comment, from both sides. Even when I did a couple of dodgy passes," he laughed. Bristol actor and big City fan Joe Sims at mental health football session, image, Dan Regan, Bristol Live. The weekly session supports people with a wide range of mental health issues from depression, anxiety, learning difficulties and psychosis. There have been some real success stories, and progress from the attendees. Importantly, fan rivalry has been put to one side, so Joe's arrival was treated with excitement. Chief Executive for Bristol Rovers Community Trust, Adam Tutton, said, "As a well-known Bristol City fan, we were delighted that Joe was happy to join the session and promote the idea that mental health has no colors. The role football has played in Joe's own mental health cannot be underestimated. I need it, and love it. Clears my head. And it's the same for all us fans. Football is our church. I would just love for us to be more open and honest about how we feel at times. Are these the greatest sports stars of all time from Bristol? Utilizing the sport to support men in mental health can be impactful." Joe continued, "It's vital because football has the power to change people. We have this whole toxic masculinity thing sometimes, with the locker room stuff, but it's also a place where we need to start asking for support, and be brave. The whole macho stuff isn't being brave. True bravery is saying, I am struggling here, can I get help? And that's why projects like this are so brilliant." Normalizing stuff, actor Joe Sims shoots at mental health football sessions, as Daniel Parsons attempts to block, image, Dan Regan, Bristol Live. After the session, there was an opportunity to get out of the rain and inside the clubhouse for a question and answer session with Joe. He spoke about his career, his journey in managing his own mental health, and gave some words of real encouragement. Dan Randall was excited to meet Joe. He is a big City fan. The 22-year-old from Mangotsfield has been coming to the sessions for a year, after coping with depression and psychosis. The football project has helped him enormously. He said, "This football session has changed my life. Exercise for me is better than any medication. The staff are absolutely amazing, carry on just like mates. But also there to chat if you need it. Such open environment." Another Dan, also from Mangotsfield, happens to be a big Bristol Rovers fan. He thought Joe's appearance was brilliant, even though he's a City fan. The 28-year-old said, "It's not about that, there's a mix of us all. Everyone is friendly. It took a while for him to feel comfortable here. I started last year and stayed in the car for an hour before getting out. I had a psychosis and lost all confidence. But coming here has helped me so much. I now feel a part of the group," he added. Actor Joe Sims, with Dan Randall and Daniel Parsons at the Q&A session. Image, Joe Sims. Weekend ravaged by injury ahead of Bristol City clash at Ashengate. Dan has in fact gone from 22 stone to 16 stone since taking up the sport, and has seen a huge improvement in his mental health. Previously suffering with paranoia and regular voices, he has seen a significant reduction in this, and puts it down to the recovery football session. When I started playing, everything went silent. I was completely distracted from negative stuff in my head. Just following the ball, not thinking about anything else. Not worried about the next voice coming, just running and playing the game. Football can help with recovery, and the power of this story cannot be underestimated. Joe recognizes this. He ended by telling the group, "Acting is like football. It's a team game. You are only as good as your director or camera crew. We all help each other like you guys do. Whatever football team you support." The Recovery Through Football project takes place every Thursday between 3 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. at Shaftesbury Park, Frenchay, Bristol, BS 161LG. For more information call 07785 342 192.